It's a Sharon's birthday celebration episode, and we're also giving some serious babysitting etiquette tips.
And a ton of celebrity. Here we go.
It's time for the tea. I'm trying to say something different than welcome back every time. It's time.
Well, I think that's signature.
Yeah, I do. Welcome back. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea on living your best Long Island life. I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon. Welcome back.
Thank you. I have to tell you, I was, watching the Olympics again before they were done.
Mm-hmm.
And the ladies who were commentating on the breakdancing, Thomas was like, oh my God, they sound like a podcast. Like they sound like I would listen to their podcast.
Oh.
He's like, they sound like you guys.
I love it.
I'm like, you don't listen to my podcast anymore. So that's cool that you'll just listen to these random people's,
Sweet
podcast. Poor guy can't say anything.
No. No.
He can't win.
You cannot win.
But I was thinking about them. I was like, oh, they do. It's a compliment. They sound like our podcast.
I love that.
Yeah. So, hey, Sharon, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good.
It's Sharon's birthday week.
Woo, woo.
Woo! So we're drinking champagne.
Yes. It's delicious.
It's Sparkling Pointe.
Yeah.
So
can't go wrong.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that during our taste of Long Island, but just wanted to give you a little bit of a understanding of how this episode's going to go because we're drinking bubbly. Thanks to Michael. Michael's back from his vacay.
Back. So fun.
Yeah, his vacay, which we followed him on all the interwebs. Mm-hmm. And, and he brought us champagne for your birthday.
I love it.
He always knows how to set the tone for us.
So good. It's so needed.
Yeah, we missed him. Okay. A lot's going on this week. So got a lot to recap.
All right, where do you want to start?
First of all, I loved last week's episode.
I know. It's classic.
So it's like mayhem.
Well, the title was perfect.
I thought so too. I read it and I'm like, nailed it.
Also, I didn't fact check myself about retrograde, just so you know.
Oh, it's not correct.
No, I didn't check.
Well, we don't care.
I could be correct.
Nobody really knows.
I don't think so either.
I think people just make it up and fill in what it means to them. And what it means to me is just, it's just bad. It's bad.
The energy is bad.
And I can also tell you that I'm just blaming this on retrograde, that my horoscope is not aligning.
No?
With my days. No. My horoscope's like, to me, it's just like nonsense. And I'm like, I keep looking to my horoscope for some kind of guidance.
Right.
As to what in God's name is happening.
Right.
With my days right now. Because I'm just like, they're crazy.
They are crazy. It's crazy.
It's
crazy town.
It's crazy.
I think it's also like driving here today. Like there were so many accidents on the 495. And I feel like people don't know how to drive anymore.
That's been a long time coming. Yeah. I don't know how to drive anymore.
I don't either, honestly.
I'm like, I struggle.
In my old age,
yeah,
I don't like to drive at night anymore.
Oh, driving at night is the worst.
So bad.
I know.
So bad.
It's really bad. I'm there. I'm like, what time is it? Is the sun going to be down? I'm not coming. I can't be there.
So
driving.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Mm-hmm. So, just to give an example. Okay. So, took Kenzie to the airport.
Yeah.
Right. Was fine. Very good. She got off. The hurricane did not impede her flight, unfortunately. So she made it back to Arizona. She's doing all her sorority stuff. A lot of chanting. If you follow, you probably don't get any of the sorority stuff on TikToks.
No.
It's weird.
No.
I don't know what happened. Like, people were talking about, like, the way sorority recruitment used to be, and you used to do, like, I don't know, the Macarena and stuff and cheer. Yeah. And now everyone is like a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader. Ugh. It's weird. I mean, it's like, where do these girls learn how to dance like this?
I know.
And
certainly not in Australia.
That's a little teaser of what we're going to talk about. Did you watch it?
I looked back at it, yes.
Okay, because I told Sharon, I'm like, you've got to watch the breakdancing. I mean, everybody's got to know. This time it's going to be kind of like, by the time this airs, it's kind of old news. But, that I watched that in real time, and I was like, I sent it to my family chat. I'm like, this can't be real. It's like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah.
If you did not watch the breakdancing, if you've been living under a rock, and you did not watch the breakdancing on the Olympics, no one knows what happened with Australia. I said it was like Sue Sylvester from Glee.
Yeah.
was in the breakdancing
she was like, that was
championship.
completely intentional. Everything was planned.
Listen, it's crazy. And she's owning it. I saw her. Yeah, she's been having some comments, and listen, she's famous.
Yeah.
So I just can't wait to see. It's going to be the 50th anniversary celebration of Saturday Night Live, SNL.
Oh, wow.
And I hope they open with us.
Oh.
Well, they'll probably open with a bunch of election stuff, but it's got to be in there.
Yeah, has to be.
Because it's not, it's not coming back. Breakdancing.
Right. I wonder why.
Because of Australia.
Well.
Like, they killed it. It was that bad. Ugh. They were like, you know what? This was a mistake. We're not doing this again. I loved it. I watched all of the breakdancing, and I was like, I just honestly couldn't believe any of it.
I know. It was riveting.
Crazy. It was riveting.
Okay, so Kenzie, sorority.
Okay, so, no, it's okay. I took Kenzie to the airport. Anyways, she's doing sorority stuff. And then, and Tegan went with me. So on the way back, we stopped at Crumble Cookies. Have you been with your kids yet?
No, but Braden brought it up to me the other day. He's like, we need to go. It's the best cookie I've ever had in my entire life. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so if you're not familiar, are you familiar, Michael? Crumble? Yeah, of course. He's like, offs. There are now like 4 of them on Long Island. But it's like an hour drive from us. So they're not close to us yet.
Okay.
So on the way from the airport, Tegan, tells me to stop. They're everywhere else in America,
right?
Also, and the interesting thing about them is their cookies change. There's like 6. They offer 6 different cookies. Okay, and they change every week.
Oh,
so you have to look at what the ones are for this week. So she's like, oh my God, they're different. So it's really smart. Keeps coming back. So we went, stopped there. We had a great time. And, this is a long day because it's like all the way to and from and stopping there. And we had a good time on the way back. And then we're on the way back, and I go to bar. Tegan goes on her. She's been doing beach walks for the summer, getting out, enjoying the weather. And then she came back, and she was like, had been complaining about like a couple mosquito bites she had in the back of her leg. And they've been like itching, but also hurting her.
Irritating,
and I'm like, just suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Calm down.
Wow.
Right. It's a mosquito bite. That's what they do. So before she left on her walk, this is also us. Okay. I should caveat this. She was like, I put calamine lotion on it, and I'm like, oh, who knew we had calamine lotion? Right. Okay. But she's like, it was kind of watery and weird. So I'm like, no, you need to put the anti-itch Neosporin on there.
Yeah.
So then I put anti-itch Neosporin on there.
Okay.
And then she went on her walk. Oh, she's calling me right now, so I got to decline. And then she came back, and she was like, Mom, like my leg, like really, now it's 7:30 at night. We've had a full day. Dropped Kenzie off at the airport. It's already traumatic. It's still not, I feel like my leg is like, I can't, like hurts to put pressure on it now. And I'm like, what? Bring it over here. It's like totally inflamed, the back of her knee. I touch it.
It's hot.
It's hot, hard as a rock.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, great. It's infected. So let's go to urgent care. Cause why not?
Yeah.
It's already been a day.
Let's just add to it.
And 7:30 at night, closes it at 8. So we're like flooring it to urgent care, which was kind of awesome. We were the only people in there. Walked right in, saw a doctor. So I was like, if you ever need to go to urgent care, go the last 20 minutes.
Sure.
It was amazing. So we get in. Yep. I was like, so Kenzie's had this before.
Yeah.
When she was little, one time they were doing, when you're little, the kids get like multiple vaccines.
Yes.
And their birthdays are the same week. So it was Kenzie and Tegan, and they were all getting shots. And on one, they forgot to swab her and gave her injection for like the chickenpox vaccine. And sure enough, infected MRSA.
Oh,
yeah.
My God.
And then she also got like an inflamed, she got the chickenpox because whatever. Anyway, so I'm like, this is MRSA. It totally was.
Oh my God.
Yep. So there we go. Like that's how the days. I was like, let's just, why not go to urgent care? So anyway, she's fine now. Antibiotic, oral antibiotic cream.
Oh my God.
A lot of different things happened.
Yeah.
She's fine.
Okay.
But like, it's important to know not to let those things go.
Absolutely.
Go right then.
So let me ask you this. Even when she was little, or Kenzie, like, did they scratch incessantly on their mosquito? Like my kids literally like won't stop.
Yeah. Well, scratching. Just say like, you're going to get MRSA.
I'm like,
and they're going to have to amputate your leg. I know.
Oh, like literally the other day, Pearl's like crying, Mom. And I run in there. She's like, I need a Band-Aid. I'm like, stop scratching the mosquito bites. It's terrible this year. Also, I feel like, what is it? West Nile.
West Nile's coming. Oh, so this is the funny part. So the doctor's like, did you put anything on it? I'm like, yeah. So we didn't want to be like shamed. Okay. So
20-year-old calamine lotion.
Yeah. So turns out, yeah. So then Tegan shows me the calamine lotion, by the way, expired in 2016.
Yeah, there you go.
This is bad, which is pretty much my entire medicine cabinet.
Right.
It's,
Mine too.
God knows
So
what's
crazy.
in there. God knows.
I know.
And usually I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's a suggestion. 2016 was a long time ago.
It's a suggestion.
I'm not going to lie. So we eliminated the 2016 calamine lotion to the doctor because it's like, look, we just don't need to, we don't need that kind of shame right now. Right. But I did tell her, like, we put Neosporin on it. And she's like, oh, no, right there. Don't, just throw that in the garbage.
Why?
Neosporin, don't put that on there. That's really the worst thing you can do. People can have a lot of different kinds of reactions to it. And I'm like, what? It literally says anti-itch. What else do you put anti-itch on? Anyway, already I was like, girl, you don't even know. We put Neosporin on top of 2016 calamine lotion. If you even knew
that poor thing.
Bad things we were self-medicating. Anyway, so she's fine. But I wanted to tell you the story because then she had a babysitting gig, right? So she's been babysitting because I told you she wouldn't get a job.
Right.
She couldn't be on a schedule for the summer. So she just babysits when it's convenient. So she babysits our neighbors down the street. Love them. One cute little girl, very precocious, love her. And then they had some friends in town. They have some new people. Okay. And they were like, can you babysit? So this all started, I think, when we were at Atlantic City. And so they had a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Oh, okay. And I'm like, oof, girl, that's a lot of diapers. Yeah. 1-year-olds are scary. Yep. Even for me, you never know what's going to happen. Right. But she was like, okay, she's up for it, whatever. So then immediately I could tell you that these people are difficult. I need to talk to you about this babysitting. I don't know what it's like now. Okay. So I need you to help me. But when I used to hire babysitters, listen, you're lucky to have them. But it was before Venmo, talking like cash payment, cash money. Yeah. Courteous, like, so I could tell these people are difficult. Yeah. 1-year-old, 3-year-old. So they're like, they wanted to babysit at night. I can't remember, 6 to 8, whatever time it was, 6 to 10. I don't even know. And so they're like, well, but you know, we're going to the beach for a while this afternoon. So maybe you could meet us at the club at the beach. So we could, like, while we're all there, we could watch you spend time with the kids and, you know, and you get to know them while we're there. Okay. So she's like, Mom, I don't want to spend the whole day at the beach. I'm like, well, then just say no. Say, go, I can come for half an hour or something. Yeah. So she's like, oh, they want me. So she goes and she spends 2 hours at the beach with these people. Just like, so awkward. Yeah. With their family. Yeah, it's weird. So fine. So she goes to the beach and then she comes back later. And so this was like the height of like rainstorm, Hurricane Debbie, I guess. Okay. When we were in Atlantic City. So, she was supposed to be there at 7. That's what it was. She's supposed to be there at 7. They call her or they text her because everything. And they said, listen, our plans are delayed because of the rain. Can you come at 8? She's like, okay. So she's sitting around. So she goes at 8. It's like the height of the torrential rainstorm. She said she's like terrified, sliding all over the road. Yeah. She gets there at 8. She pulls into the driveway at 8 o'clock and they text her, you know what? Our plans canceled. Rude. Yeah. And you wait until like 8 o'clock. And so so she's like, oh, okay. They're like, hope you weren't too close. And Tegan's like, you can see my lights in your driveway. Whatever. So she comes home and I'm like, please tell me they like paid you for the 2 hours that you at least spent at the beach. They should also at least give you something. Yeah. For canceling on you because this was your whole night. Right. No.
They didn't give her anything for the beach time?
No, they didn't give her anything. So I was like, she waited like a day and then they didn't do anything. So I was like, okay, so you should just gently remind them that you have here's my Venmo from the time at the beach. Yeah. So she had to like cajole them. And then they gave her like, I don't know, less than the typical, but whatever. Right. Fine. Right. Fine. Gave her it. Fast forward to the next time they asked her to babysit. Okay. Asked her to babysit. Great. It's supposed to be like 6 to 10. Fine. She's there. This is the part that makes me crazy. Okay. So I guess they're from California and they're renting for the summer. Okay. Which this is why I'm like, you don't know New York culture. Right. Okay. You don't know about service in New York. We don't play. Right. With your timeline. So they have, they're walking her around. They're showing her all the babies and all the stuff. And then they have a giant pit bull. Oh. that has like, she's like, it's super scary. It's got like the actual metal chain choke collar. And the dad's like having a hard time controlling it. And he's like, you know, just be still, let it smell you and all this. And she's like,
stop it.
I'm not even lying.
No.
So then right as they're getting ready to leave, the woman says to Tegan, or the dad says to Tegan, so listen, we're just going to lock him up in the room, the pit bull. So you don't have to worry. He'll be locked in the room.
Right.
Okay. And the babies go to bed. Fine. If the pit bull unlocks the door and gets out of the room,
I'm sorry,
just go to the bathroom and lock yourself in.
What?
And FaceTime us. I'm sorry.
What?
What? This is a true story.
That's insane.
As they're walking out the door, if the pit bull unlocks the door of the locked room and escapes, and I'm like, otherwise known as Cujo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you there's a movie
Stephen
about
King,
this.
right?
It's called Cujo.
Yeah.
The killer.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? I would
That's
have left right there. She's
insane.
like, I'm terrified. She's like, all night, every noise I heard, I was like, oh my God.
Waiting for this dog to
Waiting
unlock
for the dog
door.
to come down and murder her.
Holy cow.
First of all, how do you have a dog like that around a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old?
Seriously. People are weird though with their dogs.
Lock
you know?
yourself in the bathroom immediately and FaceTime us.
That's
I'm like,
nuts.
what?
Okay, so recap this.
Oh, wait. One more thing.
Oh, okay.
Run one thing.
Okay.
10 o'clock comes and goes.
They don't show.
I'm like, and this was Kenzie's last night, so we're waiting to see her. And so 10:30 comes and goes. And I'm like texting her. I'm like, hey, how are you coming home? She's like, they're not home. I'm like, have they like texted you or anything? No, they haven't even said anything. I'm like, okay, so can you text them and say, hey, just wondering.
Everything's okay.
Yeah. And so she's like, hey, just wondering what the ETA is. And they're like, is everything okay? Like, is everything okay with you? Because you were supposed to be here half an hour ago.
Yeah.
It's 10:30 at night. And they're like, oh, we just got the check. Can you stay another, so 20 minutes, so an hour. So they don't come home till 11. Still haven't paid her.
No.
A week later. I
Did
can't.
she request? Well, so she
dead.
has
I'm
their
like,
Venmo, right? So she can request it.
So I said, she said, you know, hey, just a reminder, because they want her to babysit again. And I'm like, first of all, no.
No, you're done.
You're done.
You're done.
Veto. So she's like, you know, first of all, she said confirming Wednesday. And I was like, no, you're not doing it again. And then they were like, oh, we'll pay you soon. And then she said, actually ended up getting a job. I'm like, do you see why you need a job?
Yeah. Yeah. This is not
So you have to deal with like nonsense.
Right.
So she got a job, Bango Bowls. She's very excited. So she's like, I actually have a job now. I can't do it. So they're like, oh, okay. No payment.
Oh my God. That's
like $100.
so mean.
Okay. So what were you going to, let's recap.
I was just going to recap because first of all, I agree with the come meet my kids. I want to see how you interact with my children. Okay. Right? Babies.
As long as you're paid for that.
Right. I agree with that.
Same.
Plans cancel last minute, 100%. You don't let her know. Like you knew those plans were canceling at 7 o'clock when you said more like 8 o'clock. You know, that conversation started when you were having that conversation with your friends saying, you know, here's our plans. I got a babysitter. I just need to let her know, blah, blah, blah. Let's not go was one of the comments in that conversation. I can bet. 3, you pay cash. These kids, whether they have Venmo or not, you take the cash out of your bank on your way home to pay these children who are babysitting.
I think the Venmo is less because I think the Venmo is less concerning to her. But yes, I agree. I'm a cash money.
And like 3 days to transfer your Venmo into your bank account is super annoying.
Right.
Then I've been there before where I'm like, hey, I'm going to be home around 11. And it turns out it's like 1.
Sure.
It's fine. But I'm texting at 10 saying, doesn't look like I'm going to make it. You still okay?
Correct.
Is it all right?
Happens.
All the time.
You're having a good time. Hey, is it okay?
Yeah.
Are you good to stay an extra hour? You know, you check.
You check
You
first.
don't just stay.
Or
and leave someone there with your kids.
If you're there with a bunch of people, you, mother or father, take an Uber home to relieve the babysitter who can't stay past 10 o'clock.
Right.
If she can or cannot.
I was just like, she was just worried.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Did you get in an accident?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they were like, are you okay? She's like, are you okay? Like, I just haven't, totally fine.
Oh my
I agree.
God.
Like, plans, you never know. Also, I'm like, I'm sorry. Where are you in East Setauket?
Yeah.
On a Wednesday at 11 o'clock at night.
Waiting for your check, please. They're all kicking you out.
That's not true.
No.
Everything's closed.
You know where they were.
I know every restaurant in East Setauket.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what is wrong with people?
Nonsense.
Still hasn't paid her. So now I'm like, you just send a Venmo request.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, why would people make someone, like, it's so rude.
And like, it's not like it's a 25-year-old person babysitting who can like understand a little bit more. You know, she's young.
17. Like, just.
She's relying on that.
And honestly, if it cancels, things happen. But like, hey, I'm so sorry. Because that's her whole night. That's her whole sorry night. Here's $20.
Exactly. So sorry.
$20. Venmo. I can, Sharon, and the dog.
Ugh, that's awful. But people who like, I don't want to like categorize people, but like if they own that, they really believe like it's natural for people to think like scared of a Rottweiler or pit bull, you know, like my sister-in-law is one. She owns 2 pit bulls, like, and she's scared. Like she's like, let me get them ready for you because they're never really around kids. Let me make sure they're okay. Like I don't want the kid, like, but they're just like, I don't know.
I mean, you never know how any dog's going to react.
Exactly.
Fair enough. But if you have to tell someone to lock themselves in the bathroom and FaceTime
you can't control that dog like while she walks in,
then you need a crate.
You need dog school.
Crate.
Yeah.
That dog needs to be in a crate. If you're that scared that the dog is going to unlock the door and escape.
Have you been seeing those TikToks though?
No.
Of like the dogs like in their crates and they're like, I've been good all year. Like, and the dog is like this in the crate. So it's sad.
No, I'm not necessarily a dog grader, but like, I was like, wait till I tell Sharon this. Ugh, I'm like, what's happening with the state of babysitting these days? Babysitters are hard to come by in New York.
They're super hard to come by because they want so much too. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Expensive.
They're very expensive.
Oh, you're $100 out the door before you've even gone out and had dinner.
Exactly.
That's why I never go anywhere. It's probably why I became a recluse.
Same.
It's because, that's where the recluse, behavior started.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, why? Anyway, so that was the big T of the babysitting. So she got a job now, and I'm excited.
I'm so glad. I'm so
normal
glad.
hours.
When you told me she went for training the other day, you know what I got for lunch that day? Bingo bowls.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, you got me in the mood. It was so good.
Oh, now I think the one I've never even had one. They're delicious, right?
Delicious, yeah.
And healthy. Mm-hmm. I love it. We're all in a healthy area. Okay, so if you, again, let me say if I'm wrong, right? But making your babysitter have to Venmo request you money is like, I don't know how they do things in California, okay? But in New York, cash money up front, out the door.
Yeah.
It should hit it should hit, if you're Venmoing, it should hit your Venmo before you even get home.
Absolutely.
Get it together, people. Okay, so Olympics, are we done with it? I mean, it was super fun.
Yeah. Did you watch closing ceremonies?
Loved it.
I loved it.
Tom Cruise.
That was incredible.
Everything.
That was awesome.
I died.
I know.
And I was flipping out. And I was like, are you guys saying this? And Tegan and Thomas were like, I don't think everybody's as obsessed with Tom Cruise as you are, Mom. And I'm like, clearly they are.
Right.
Because of every single person in America.
Yeah. And
they wanted Tom Cruise to be there and deliver the flag. So that wasn't just my decision.
That was so cool, though, how they did that.
I loved it. So Hollywood.
Yeah, I loved it.
And the Olympic rings on the Hollywood sign.
I know.
Clever.
Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre performance.
Everything. I mean, Snoop Dogg is just like the king of the Olympics.
I just love him.
I just want to see him commentate on everything.
I know.
I loved it.
So funny.
He was so great, so genuine, and he really insightfthink questions and got some great stories. I loved it. Little known fact, Sharon, in case you didn't know, because America, I think we tied with China for gold medals.
Okay.
Great. We were right up there. Gold, all medals, total medals. But interesting, American women got 65% of the medals for Team USA.
That's awesome.
In fact,
it was a swim team, right? Mostly.
No, I think that counts as one. Like, I don't think it's the whole team. Okay. But they got 26 of the gold medals out of the 40 gold medals that the U.S. did in all the different sports.
Gotcha.
So when you include the silver and the bronze, U.S. women won more medals than men, and more than any other country. In fact, if U.S. women were their own country, they would have finished third.
Wow.
In most medals total.
Wow. Incredible.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
I was like, look at
UBS.
our athletes.
I love
Look at our
it.
female athletes just crushing it.
That's awesome.
Basketball, soccer, like you said. I mean, the track and field. I was so into the track and field.
I know. That
it was
awesome.
dramatic.
That was dramatic.
It was like some tea.
And right? The calls and everything. Like
They like raised their hand and stop it. And there were two runners that like hated each other. The stories.
That was crazy.
I loved it.
It was good.
I miss it.
I know. That's what happens. You get so used to watching it for 2 weeks straight. I feel like it was very long, right?
Yes. Also, in the closing ceremonies, did you see the guy that carried the flame at the very end to like extinguish it? I think he was from France.
Okay.
And he like carried it all the way through the Concorde, and then they like that he was the final one that carried it through. He's like their big athlete. Arizona State Sun Devil.
Oh yes.
Goes to Arizona State.
Yeah.
FYI. I think there were like 24 ASU athletes in the Olympics this year.
That's awesome.
I know. So go Devils. I know. I'm just like pretty proud because Tegan's starting to weigh down to go to Arizona State too. And it's just, for Tegan and Kenzie, they're like, oh, it's Arizona State. Everybody goes there.
Right.
And our family.
Right.
And I'm like, it's also awesome.
Right.
The guy that just extinguished the torch, even though he was playing for France, is at Arizona State right now. Michael Phelps, Arizona State. Katie Ledecky has the Arizona State coach.
Yeah.
She started going, like, everybody goes there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like awesome.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so I'm excited, and we're going back this week, and Tegan's going to do her official tour.
Oh, okay, good.
Funny enough, I've never actually done an official college tour at ASU.
Yeah.
Because we just went when Kenzie went. Okay, enough about that stuff, and I appreciate you weighing in on the babysitting because I needed to know.
Yes.
Sharon's takes.
Yeah. Sharon's takes.
Sharon's takes on
Sharon's
babysitting.
got a lot of takes on babysitting. I won't go there.
Oh, yeah, you should go there.
No, I just think it's like, there's a lot.
What do you
mean?
mean?
There's a lot behind it. Like there's kids nowadays.
Expect a lot.
Expect a lot. Just all over.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Tegan charges $15 for one and $20 for two.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Cash money.
Yeah.
And
like when I was growing up babysitting.
$5.
Right. $5 an hour for 4 kids.
Yeah.
And then I had this one family that I babysat, and I loved them. And they would always come home loaded. He would whip out a wad of cash and just like.
That's awesome.
I'm like, thank you very much. That's what I mean, cash. Like.
The other thing is when she went that one night to be there at 6, I mean, they know she's coming at 6. Mm-hmm. Dad's walking around the house, no shirt on.
No way.
Stop.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I get that you're from California, so maybe that's different, but you got a young girl coming over.
Yeah.
I was immediately like, these people, I could tell you from day one, they were going to be nonsense. They're going to be trouble. I just vibed it.
And that's the thing. Like the babysitter's coming over. You don't want her hanging out bored while you're getting ready. Like.
Yeah, I get it. That's when you can just make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Anyway, I was just like, thank God that's over. You're not doing that anymore. Okay. More importantly, it's Sharon's birthday.
And we are drinking Sparkling Pointe.
Our taste of Long Island.
Yes.
Thank you, Sparkling
2019 Brut Nature from Sparkling Pointe Vineyards. Made from 50% aged reserve wines and 50% wines from 2019, a bright effervescence and no dosage creates a distinct character in this Brut Nature. I love it.
Thank you. It's delicious. And I'm going to ask you for a refill in a minute. And also, I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah,
Sharon. Because I'm not sure if you're seeing what's next to me, but it is a gift.
Oh,
that I brought, actually brought it to the office ahead of time. I planned ahead because I'm not going to be here on your actual birthday. So,
that's right.
So I wanted you to open it, and especially, I'm pretty proud of myself this time.
Hold on, I'm all tangled.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I'll talk a little bit. It's a little bit different. You open it while I'm talking through it. So first of all, the card. Well, you got to open the card first.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Because the card is perfect.
Okay.
If I do say so myself.
Okay.
And it says, read it.
We should do a podcast of us drinking and laughing. People would love us.
Right?
I love that.
What are the odds I found that card? We should do a podcast of drinking and laughing.
It's so funny.
I showed Thomas. He's
perfect.
like, where did you get that?
Hallmark store?
I don't even know. No, I don't think it was. I don't know where.
That is perfect.
Okay, so while you open this, it's a little bit different than your typical style. It's not something I would normally pick out for you, but knowing what we've been talking about, your season and everything, I thought I had to get it. I had to get it.
Beautiful.
It's very different.
I love it.
It's obviously Kendra Scott. Sharon and I always get each other Kendra Scott everything.
I just can't get enough of it.
We can't. Well, that's our favorite.
Oh, I do love it. Oh my God. It's got seashells and starfish and pearls.
It's the summer seashell bracelet,
I love
little charm bracelet.
It's gorgeous.
So, oops. Oh my God. I left the price tag on there.
I'm going to rip it.
Okay, God. Here, give it. Bad move.
I love it.
I'm still not 100% good on the gifts.
No, it's
I didn't
beautiful.
open it, obviously.
Thank you.
Right? I know. I don't. A charm bracelet isn't typical, but
no, but it's so fun and different.
It's your summer. Sharon's season is summer,
so
and she's a beach girl. So
I love it.
Thanks, Kendra Scott, for making a perfect bracelet for you.
Seriously.
Love her.
We love Kendra Scott.
Yeah, everything she does is amazing.
Amazing.
So happy birthday! What are you gonna do? Do you know? Are you gonna get a babysitter?
Well, exactly. I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking maybe the city. You know, going into New York for a night and hanging out. Like we did that last year. I loved it. I think we did it last year for our anniversary. We went and just walked and like did the floating islands.
Oh, cool.
And like all that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. You have the day off, right? Are you working?
Yeah, I'm working.
Womp. I know.
It'll be all right.
You know what you should do is you should go see the Great Gatsby.
We're going
on Broadway. I know we're going to go, but I guess we're going to go a different time.
Twice.
Yeah. I was like, you should go by yourself. Or
I do want to go see Louis Armstrong's music.
Oh.
It's like a musical about Louis Armstrong.
Oh, cool. I love Broadway. There's just always so many great things.
Incredible. I missed Neil Diamond's. It closed.
Oh.
And my sisters took my mom and they had the best time.
You know, I wanted to go see Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
At Ingeman Theater.
And that's passed?
I don't know. I think I missed it.
And then that's what I'm like, do I want to go trek into the city? It's terrible. And then I'm thinking we have such beautiful stuff here. 110. Here's the thing. I was talking about this the other day. The restaurant 110.
Yeah.
We love.
I'm dying to go there. Yeah.
This is the one where they do the tableside Alfredo
in the wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
I need this in my life.
So they sent me, and I think they do this for everybody. I don't know how they got my birthday, but I got a card in the mail from 110 with like a $50 gift card promotion.
Yeah. Are you going to go?
Yeah. I told Dan, I'm like, we got to go there.
Oh my God, you're going to do the wheel of cheese with Alfredo. I want that right now.
I know.
I'm starving.
And then I'm thinking the lake house I love is so beautiful. Sunset, gorgeous.
So many good restaurants.
So many good
right
things.
around here.
Like that's all I want to do. I just want a date night. Like go out to dinner and hang out.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. You have until August 25th to see Legally Blonde at the Ingeman Theater.
Ooh, thank you, Michael. August 25th. Okay.
Good.
I've been dying to see that.
Yeah.
Because, the Ingeman Theater does like the actual Broadway actors.
Right.
Which is awesome.
And then you can go have dinner at Northport.
And by the way, I've not done that yet either at the Northport Hotel. And everybody says it's amazing.
Yeah.
And also I was looking at Arlo, which is one of our partners. They have the outdoor seating right now. I saw it on our TikToks or Instagram, whatever you guys did.
In the winters and stuff.
Yes.
So you haven't experienced
what is
it
this?
yet.
It looked like it's on the mountain. It's up on the hill. And it like overlooks. It's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh.
Have you been to Arlo? I mean, other than that
us?
time?
No.
That's awesome. That is a great birthday dinner.
That is. Good idea.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I went to Del Vino on my birthday. Also awesome.
Yes, I love
So
Del Vino.
fun. I think it's closed on Mondays. But anyway, so I hope you do something fun. You'll have to report back.
I will.
With what you did.
I will.
And going to the city is like.
We used to, when the kids were little, we used to go to the Bronx Zoo every year for my birthday. Like we loved it.
Yeah, with the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
I know.
No, you got to do something.
Well, funny enough, so when I had Braden, his birthday is the same birthday as my brother-in-law, Dan's brother. And I was like, got you a birthday present, a nephew. So now my brother and sister-in-law have a baby, and she's born on my birthday.
Oh, here we go.
So it's so funny. So like every, birthday weekend, they're like, we're doing this for Taylor's birthday. And I'm like, cool.
Yeah. No, not going to be there.
Yeah. Well, they wanted, they're come to Splish Splash with us. And I'm like, I haven't been in so long.
I know. I haven't been to Split. I didn't go to Split. Anyway, there's so much fun stuff to do.
Yeah.
And we're still trying to cram it in. But as Michael says, we still have time.
Yeah.
August. And also, as we know, September is awesome.
Yes.
Just because school starts back. Are you ready for school?
Not at all. No. Good thing, though. I have half of the supplies. I just have to get the silly stuff. But funny enough, I was going through my supplies cabinet, and Braden's supplies last year came home unopened.
Ah,
All of them. And it's like kind of like the basic list that he needs again for this year.
Amazing.
I'm like, why did they request this stuff if you don't use it?
it's crazy.
Like packages of index cards unopened.
Yeah. At least they send it back.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's probably sat in his locker.
Oh, yeah. He probably never turned it in.
No, he probably never turned it in. No,
Oh, that's why.
But he starts football for school. I registered him for football.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. I'm excited.
What grade's he going
Seventh.
in? He's going into 7th grade.
I know.
Oh, my God.
I know.
That is so crazy.
So like every night we're talking about it, he's like nervous. He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, literally every sport you pick up, you're like phenomenal at.
Oh.
So I don't know what it is. Like the kid never played baseball in his life and he was amazing.
He's gifted.
Yeah.
Obviously. He's our B.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. But football, like he plays all the time with his friends. Like not real, but like, you know, like you have a sense of
he's
the
gonna
game.
love it.
Yeah, he's gonna
love it.
I'm
Oh my
excited.
gosh. And it's so fun. That means you get to go to the football games.
I can't wait. And like our district is like
Big time.
big time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I used to love when the girls did cheer going to the football games on the
so
weekends.
fun.
It's so fun. I'm telling you, fall is going to be your favorite season.
Yeah.
Because football season, when you're going to the games, it's so fun
Yeah.
and you're going to love it. Oh
I'm
my gosh.
excited.
I'm so excited for him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that. Okay. And the girls are ready?
Yeah, they're excited. Everly cannot wait. She starts kindergarten. So she's on a bus now, like no more driving back and forth.
That's a big deal for you too,
Big
Mom.
deal. Yeah. But by the third kid, you're like,
Bye. I know.
I love you.
Yeah. It's a big deal. Everyone's getting ready for that, but there's still a lot going on Long Island. And you know what? You know what I think you should do for your birthday is I think you should read our new blog.
We were just talking about this. Like our blogs are so spicy. I love it.
They're creative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's called Bring in the Heat, the Spicy Drink Lover's Guide to Long Island.
Yeah.
So look it up on our website, but they recommend different locations like the tap room. All their locations have some drinks like Heat Wave, Casamigos jalapeno tequila, pineapple juice, lime juice, and honey syrup. We know that I can't do pineapple juice, but
Do you
Tropic like it's hot. Tropic like it's hot. I love that. That's so clever.
fun. You've got to go summertime over. Go to our blog on discoverlongisland.com and check out our spicy drinks because that's brilliant.
That is brilliant.
That the girls did that. Our amazing communications team. Did I talk to you? I talked to you already about Tahine, right?
Tahine, yeah, we talked about that at Destinations
Do you know
International.
Tahine?
Funny
No.
enough, so you know I listen to rap and R&B and all that
I know
hip
you
hop.
do. I know.
And I hear that all the time now. I never knew what they meant by it.
They rap about Tahine in the songs.
Yeah, well,
Let's hear it. Let's hear the rap, Sharon.
no. But they talk about Tahine. And I'm like, oh, now I know what it is.
You almost did it. You almost rapped about it.
But I'm not going to.
No, I told you when I went to see my Scottsdale girlfriends, we all went out to dinner one day and they were like, do you have Tahine? Oh my God. And the server's like, Obs, yeah, I'll put some little Tahine on there for you. And I'm like, what are you people
talking about?
saying?
Yeah.
They're like, Tahine. It's like this little spicy rim thing that you put on the rim of your glasses. And it's like, and they were like, they'd lick it and they'd drink it. I was like, what are you doing? I'm always like,
Put that away.
I'm like, no salt.
I know. When we were at DI and we were getting the margs from the tent,
I'm like, no salt. Just give me
the guy's like, do you want sugar, salt, or Tahine? And you're like, you get the Tahine.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you
you
get
get
the
the salt. And you're like, no.
No, I don't get anything. I'm like, leave that stuff
Straight
off my
up.
rent. Just give me my marg.
Yeah.
No, but Tahine, I didn't know if that was going to be. I have to look at our blog and see if they
I'm
have
sure it's in
that
there.
Tahine in there. But what else is going on? So one of our big announcements this week, I feel like I just talked to Courtney from communications and we're announcing stuff every single week.
That's amazing.
So I can't spill too much tea. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can because by the time this airs. Okay. So we did a big announcement this week about the Great Gatsby Broadway musical.
Yes.
Because 2025 is the 100th anniversary of F. Scott Fitzgerald Great Gatsby, which, as everybody knows, was inspired by Long Island's Gold Coast. And we have an exclusive partnership. I put it on my LinkedIn. Everyone's freaking out.
I can't
with
wait.
the Great Gatsby musical on Broadway. So a lot of the locations that are in the musical are obviously on Long Island. So we're partnering with their cast, and they're going to do TikToks, and they're going to do like
social.
Instagram,
It's gonna be
social,
awesome.
and they're having our entire staff come out and see the show.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be so fun.
It's going to be so fun. I mean, I can't wait to see it. And it's just brilliant. I love that they called us.
Right. Which was so cool.
I love it. In fact, they called New York City to get in touch with us. And our friends at NYC were like, yeah, of course we know Long Island. We're like pals.
Yes.
And they called us right away. They're like,
So
we'll connect you with our people in Long Island. We're all connected. It's so great. I love how close we work with our counterparts there. So that was a huge announcement that we're partnering with the Great Gatsby musical on Broadway. So make sure you go see that, as well as follow our social.
Yes.
Because there's going to be a lot of collabs.
Some fun things.
Yeah. And then the thing we're announcing this week, which will, by the time this airs, already be out, is our new partnership with UBS Arena and the Islanders.
So incredible. This is awesome.
Discover Long Island is now the official tourism partner for the UBS Arena and the Islanders.
I love it. It's so cool.
And we've got a ton of marketing that we're doing.
It's going to be so good. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Like when we talked about these deliverables, and what we were doing, I think we talked about it before, but just like certain things that they are doing for us as far as like the marketing promotion, it's going to be awesome. Exclusive. And we're going to be like on every, what is it, MSG channel?
Yeah. In Madison Square Garden. Yeah. MSG. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
And we're going to be all over the billboards. Every single TV screen throughout the entire stadium has Discover Long Island. We are going to be everywhere, like we are in News 12 right now. You can't escape us.
I know.
I love it. I know. World domination. and what better collab than UBS Arena? By the way, host of the VMAs, the Video Music Awards, on September 11th.
Yes.
It was supposed to be the 10th, just so you know, but they moved it to the 11th because of the presidential debates.
Right.
And you know what I love about that is they didn't want to compete with the presidential debates because they want young people to watch those debates.
I heard that.
And not
like,
be,
wow.
Yeah. They don't want you to be watching the VMAs. I was like, amazing.
Yeah, so smart.
Love you, VMAs. I'm so excited. Hoping that we get the invite for that with our new partnership.
We have friends.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Well, if nothing else, our social team, I'm sure, will be there covering it. I mean, that's a huge deal. The Video Music Awards are on Long Island.
That's
MTV.
Huge.
That's like stuff that I could never have dreamed of.
Right?
You know,
exactly.
Earlier in my career that we'd be involved with that stuff. So UBS Arena, obviously incredible for bringing top-notch entertainment and performances. The Islanders are literally our professional team.
Yeah.
The Islanders. Perfect. We're so much collabs. We're going to do like we can do like a merch collab. So keep an eye on it.
That's so cool.
And the same thing with Gatsby, a merch collab with Gatsby.
Awesome.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And we also announced our gala coming up on December 3rd, our annual Tourism Awards Gala, Gatsby themed.
I can't wait.
We're going to have a Gatsby themed gala, and it is at the Bourne Mansion.
I know, beautiful.
Which is a Gatsby mansion. I was just there this week with a bunch of people from Amity Education, and it was hilarious. So a couple of other things before we wrap up. Let's see. What else?
Things happening?
Yeah. Well, anything else that's happening? Let's do a couple of this weekend.
Okay. So Friday, August 23rd, Spare Time Band at Nikki's on the Bay. And that's in Bayshore. Long Island Comedy Festival presents Mom's Night Out at Theater 3.
Awesome.
That's all weekend. And Hollywood Nights, the Bob Seger Experience at the Suffolk. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say, Sharon, that seems like up your alley.
Yes.
You were just talking about that. That's awesome.
I love it.
Okay. And then on Saturday, there's the annual Beach Ball Summer Soiree at the Soundview in Greenport, which is so beautiful, right on the water. Long Island Aquarium has the Sunset Adventure Booze Cruise Tequila. I feel like you should just do that.
Right.
For your birthday.
That's fun.
Go on a booze cruise. There's the Long Island Scottish Festival and Highland Games at Old Westbury Gardens. And one of our favorite places is Harb's Family Farm. It's on Saturday and Sunday, the Watermelon Festival. And the big deal, another big partnership of ours is the Hampton Classic, which is the iconic horse show. Every celebrity's there because every celebrity's like child is an equestrian horseback riding. It's like, it's the who's who.
Yeah.
It's so like a place to see and be seen.
Yes.
And I think this is our first year like really partnering with them?
Second.
Did we do it last year? Okay.
We did like a marketing promotion last year, but this year we're doing a little
official
bit more.
Partners. Yeah. And we're partnering with them. We've got a bunch of other partnerships coming up with Oyster Week. We just are solidifying our partnership with the North Fork TV and Film Festival. There is so much going on, and everybody's reaching out to Discover Long Island because they want to be our partners. And same. We want to be your partners too.
Yes.
So if you have a great event or something you want to reach out to us about, make sure you let us know. Mm-hmm. And then, we're kind of at time, but do you have any CelebriTEA?
Yes. Did you hear Janet Jackson's recent interview?
No.
She revealed 3 of her cousins who are mutually famous.
Okay.
And let me ask you if you guessed this.
Okay.
First one that was shocking to me. Stevie Wonder.
Oh, is her cousin?
Yep.
Okay.
They're like second
this
cousin.
is like that celebrity game show.
Yeah.
Like who you're related to, which I've never watched because it seems ridiculous, but okay.
Sam L. Jackson, who she confirmed they are not brothers. They are cousins.
Oh, okay.
And Tracy Chapman.
Ooh.
Can you believe that?
Wow, what a talented bloodline.
Right?
Way to go.
And like
Jackson family.
They were talking about on the radio this morning, and they're like, most of the time, a lot of talented music performers bring other people up in their family through the same label. So it makes
sense.
It makes sense that these people are, they're like,
they're just talented.
Yeah.
It's you can tell. I mean, from the time they were like babies.
Yeah.
They've all just been like, it's like Braden and sports.
right.
They're just gifted.
They're just good.
And it's clearly in the bloodline.
Yeah.
So one thing I'll finish on is, and we can talk more about this next week or whatever, but there's a lot of tea. Have you heard about the It Ends With Us movie with Blake Lively?
So I've been reading the book. I totally can't get into it. But there's a lot of tea behind it.
The book it's a little bit weird. Yeah. So Thomas and I listened to the audiobook To and From Atlantic City.
Okay, cool.
So I finished it.
Did it annoy you? It just annoyed me.
Oh, for sure. The audiobook was super annoying because the woman does all the voices. Not every book is meant for audiobook.
Right.
But it was a good story and I finished it and I love Blake Lively.
I love her too. That's why I was surprised.
But there's a lot of tea
What is happening?
going on behind the scenes. Apparently she and the other star, I forget his name, Jonathan, whatever. He's also the director, but she's the producer. There was a lot of conflict. And he just had an interview that said, there was friction obviously on set because I think there's different viewpoints. They haven't done any press together. It's been weird.
But Ryan Reynolds just interviewed him recently.
Interviewed the guy. I don't know. They haven't done any appearances together is what they said. But it made me think of it because the guy was like, look, there's friction all the time. He's like, every movie is a miracle.
Yeah.
And that adds sometimes to the dramatics of the movie.
Right.
I mean, there's friction between the two characters.
Right.
So, I'm dying to see it.
Yeah, now I want to see it.
I want to go see it. I love the tea. I love Blake Lively.
I do too.
I feel a little bit like now they're saying the author is canceled because nobody, I don't know. And now they're saying Blake Lively's, she's giving J-Lo vibes because she's being, standoffish. And I'm like, whatever.
She's always been one to stay away from like the media, really.
Because I love her. One of the questions is so stupid. And they were saying, she's giving J-Lo vibes, which is they were like, okay, so when, it's a sensitive topic about the book. It's about domestic violence. So how, if people, I'm sure fans are going to want to talk to you about your role and what you did. And so how do you recommend fans be able to talk to you about it? And she's like, you want my cell number or like, how should I
respond to that?
Yeah. She's like, you mean you want like my personal, my address or how, and people were giving her shade because she responded that way. I'm like, right, exactly. She's an actress.
Right. She's portraying a character.
She's not someone that people should be calling and wanting to deep dive into domestic violence. Like she's like, also, I'm here to do a movie.
Yeah.
Don't call me.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not going to. She's like, I'm just asking my social security number. What kind of information should I give you?
That's crazy.
And they were like, oh, she's rude. I'm like, that's a stupid question.
It is a stupid question.
Anyway, so I'm still here for J-Lo. And I'm like, you should be able to answer a stupid question with a stupid answer, in my opinion. We'll end with that. Okay. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Sharon.
Thank you so much.
We'll recap all of your birthday festivities next week.
Yeah.
See you then.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island, thanks to our generous sponsor, Sands New York. Visit sandsnewyork.com for more information. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and X. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.